Hi Libra, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck for anybody that wants to know. Alright, we're starting off with Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords and Ace of Cups is feeling like needing to unplug in order to plug back in. So there can be something that you're doing right now to unwind or to disconnect, or you could be getting rest right now, or you could be like taking a vacation, or you could be like taking the night off. Whatever this is that you're doing, it's something that's going to allow you to sort of relax, or to feel more settled, or to recharge, or to give you peace of mind. And this is also going to open you up emotionally as well. It feels like because of this like mental recharging that's happening or relaxing that's happening, that then emotionally it allows you to connect. Maybe you had been feeling disconnected, or you had been like having a hard time connecting. I see Ace of Cups as being the type of connection that is like based off of like really anything that you can connect with. It can be a person that you want to connect with. It can be like an emotional connection that's happening. But I also see it as being like feeling the spirit within things. So it's something that can be experienced that's like an internal sense of connection that you'll experience, where maybe you're going to take a walk and feel connected with the clouds or the trees or something like that. Or because of this, it's going to allow you to open up to a connection with a person within your life, feel more connected with yourself, feel more in tune with your emotions, like that type of thing. So I'm seeing that be the focus of what's going on here. Feels like you're clearing your third eye. All right. Have the Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. You've been hard at work in all areas of your life, it seems. Putting in a lot of effort. Having the Emperor and having Eight of Pentacles, it shows you being like very, very serious, dedicated, committed to what you're doing and what you have going on. In the parts of your life that you have to be disciplined, you have to be consistent, you have to be showing up for, you know, like whatever this is that you're doing right now that you're very, very good at. And that it's not only about the skill you have, it's also about the skill that you gain through showing up. And it shows a sense of discipline. It shows a sense of you being like serious about what you're doing. Like I'm seeing you being a very hardworking energy, like very productive as well. Showing up for something that holds meaning. I'm seeing you working on something big right now within your life. Maybe multiple things that feel big and significant within your life. Okay. There's going to be a leveling up that's happening. All right. Feels like something mentally had been blocking you from being able to connect. This can be whatever was getting in the way of that, because I'm seeing like something had been getting in the way of it, but what that is, that's going to depend for each of you. Whatever it was that was blocking you from like settling into yourself presently. It looks too like you're going to have to take action with something. You may have been, I don't know if this is still happening or if you're like coming to this realization that you could have been moving within a situation that is like not it for you anymore. And you're going to have to do something about this, but there can be reasons why you haven't been doing this. But it's going to allow you to level up, and it's going to allow you to reconnect, because maybe you'd been doing something that had been feeling kind of empty for you. but there had been something where it feels like there was a decision to stay doing that for some reason. And having Seven of Swords feels like sort of being aware of something here, but you may have not like wanted to admit to it. And it could have been something that was blocking you, meaning maybe you were in a situation where you're like, I don't really feel like I belong here, like I'm meant to be doing this. I don't really feel also like I'm getting anything out of this either. But there can be a part of you that's like, let's just ignore that though, and let's not do anything about it then, because I'm in the middle of something here, is what this is feeling like. So it could have been like stopping you from taking action in a way that it was necessary. I think that you're still processing as well. Maybe you're still coming to terms with the fact that you're not getting what you need out of something. I want to see more about this. This deck. This is something that, like, you're not going to come to the realization until you're ready to admit this to yourself, but it can be something you don't want to admit to yourself yet. Maybe you're like, I'm not ready for that type of chaos or that type of movement. What is this Eight of Cups? I keep seeing King of Wands over and over again. It feels like a situation where you need to do something about this, but doing something about this feels like it's like there's something that you don't want to be doing anymore, or you feel disconnected from this thing now, like it's coming up empty. But I'm seeing it not be a straightforward situation here. What's this Seven of Swords? Okay, yeah. I'm seeing Seven of Swords be connected with Two of Swords, showing that you may like not be making a choice about something. It's something that like you wouldn't feel satisfied with what this is. You wouldn't feel particularly happy about it. Four of Swords is feeling like you're getting a break from whatever this is. So let's say that there's like a job that you do or something, and you haven't really been feeling like you want to be there anymore. It's feeling kind of empty. You feel sad when you have to like go to the job. Just an example. It's some type of situation, and you feel like you're sort of internally not getting what you need from it. Having this Four of Swords feels like you're taking time off or something like that. There's some type of break or separation that you're having from this. And I'm seeing in this break, in this separation, you're feeling a sense of connectivity, which feels like it's making this old situation like pale in comparison. And so you may be coming to this realization like, oh, now that I have something to compare it to, I'm seeing that this really is empty for me. But having Seven of Swords here feels like you may not be allowing like the new thing to come in. And you may also be still trying to convince yourself that that's not really how you feel or don't feel, you know? Like, no, I'm okay with it, or no, I'm supposed to really be here. And I'm seeing this sort of like be something that you know, but it may be something that you're like not admitting that you know. Because I feel more than anything, this is you sort of like hiding something from yourself. Like subconsciously or like unconsciously or like sort of like semi-consciously, I'm aware of this. But there's a part of me that like while I'm inside of it, I don't necessarily want to realize that. But it's like not allowing you to connect with anything then, because it's like I stay here and there's not really a connection, but then I'm not allowing myself to connect with like the next incoming thing or like go through the door that's opening in front of me. This definitely has to do with something big that you have going on within your life, like a substantial part of your livelihood. But this like not admitting this thing to yourself is what's keeping you from taking action and doing something. But you can feel like this isn't really part of your path anymore. But because of being like, I don't want to say that yet to myself, it may be like stopping you from doing something because you're like, well, if it's not a problem, I don't have to do anything about it. Or like if I'm not admitting to like how I'm really feeling or not feeling, you know, then I don't have to do anything about it. You may also feel like you have so many other things going on that this is the last thing you want to be doing. But I feel too like there's a part of you that maybe you're gathering information about this. Maybe you feel like you need more still. Some of you, this has to do with roles that you play, a role that you play, can have to do with your responsibilities, can have to do with finances, can have to do with job or work, something like that. Something that there can be like an expectation that you do a certain thing, but now looking and being like, this is kind of feeling empty for me at this point. You've put a lot of work into this, and I'm seeing you be very good at it. It can be something that like you used to love doing, but you don't feel like that anymore. And that's like your cue to be moving to like what's next. But there's a part of you that's like, as the next door is opening, the part of you that like doesn't want to admit to this is like actively shutting it, like actively closing it and being like, don't open yet, don't open yet, don't open yet. But I'm seeing like new opportunities be coming through. It's just a matter of seeing that. And when you're on some type of break or like taking some type of break, I'm seeing it become like more and more obvious to you that this would be like the next step for you to be taking. So it's not even like you're completely shutting this down and forgetting it and starting something new over that has nothing to do with this. It's like, this is actually the next step that you would be taking for what you already have going on. This is like the next level of things for you. Maybe this is also about like opening your mind as well. Giving yourself something new to engage in. This Ace of Cups means that something is available to you. But you have to be honest with yourself about like what this is that's not working anymore. And then like take informed action based off of that. I'm seeing you be in a spot too where you may not like to make decisions quickly without really spending time thinking about it. You can even lean on the side of being like quite actually conservative when it comes to choices that you make in a certain area of your life. Like for those of you that have earth placements, you may not like to change certain things. You may like the routine of certain things. You may cling to the things that give you a sense of security, even if internally it's not really aligned for you. But you may still do it because you're like, well, I get these external things from it, you know, but internally, not it. So I'm seeing that's what's going on here. I think that when it comes to like what you want to be doing, you may enter into a period where you're going to be like seeing what's out there and getting curious. If you're like, well, if I'm not going to be doing this in this way anymore, or if I'm not going to be doing this part of things anymore, what am I going to be doing? So I feel like this is about more of a sense of preparation now as this is coming to light. So sort of like getting your mind ready for what am I going to be doing if I'm not going to be doing this? So I'm seeing that be going on. And two, like, do not gyp yourself of the time that you need to get into the mental space you need to be in. Because for some of you, you haven't been giving yourself a break, or you haven't been resting, or you haven't been recharging. You may just keep pushing it, and your mental health is telling you not to anymore, and you need to listen to it. Okay? Just the advice. You can do whatever you want. There is definitely something available for you that's coming through that you're going to be able to connect with, that's going to feel like it has what you currently feel your situation is lacking. So just know that it's available to you. It's not like you're just like, okay, leave this and there's not anything else. I'm seeing something like a door specifically opening that is like, when you have Eight of Cups, it's feeling that lack of connection to something anymore, like that lack of internal resonance. The Ace of Cups is going to be exactly what that is that you're looking for. Exactly what the Eight of Cups is missing is the Ace of Cups. But it's going to be something that can be like new, it can be different, but it's going to be a chapter where there's a sense of connection that you feel like you're lacking in this current situation. Some of you, this can have to do, again, like this has to do with a big area of your life. It can be like with a business, it can be with a job, it can be with like a financial situation, it can be with a relationship, lots of different things. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.